Welcome to Subramani. Please subscribe, please hit the bell icon. I was doing a series of lectures, and this is meant for young people. And one of the things which came up is I said there are certain words which have had a negative connotation for a very long time, and it is not a word which people are happy with. Two words which come to mind are budgeting and retirement. So when you're talking to the younger people, don't call it retirement, call it financial independence. That's a more positive looking word than a word like a retirement. Retirement sounds like, oh my God, everything is over now, just looking forward to dying, right? That kind of a thing. But that's not true. Younger people who retired are having fun, they're traveling, they're singing, they're dancing, right? So a lot of things are happening. Their hobbies are being rekindled. So that's happening, right, for many people. Another word is budgeting, which is seen as a very negative thing, saying, oh my God, you cannot spend more than this and stuff like that. So when I had to speak about budgeting, I called it budgeting a wealth management tool, because a budget is a wealth management tool. It helps you create wealth. Well, how can budgets really, actually if you ask me, it is the foundation of wealth creation, and there are many reasons why. First of all, you start tracking income and expenses. Many of us don't track income and expenses, and we think, oh, I know, my brain does not lie to me. Your brain lies to you. Now suppose you are spending 800 rupees on a t-shirt, right, and your mental threshold, which you don't know, is 1000 rupees. So you will not hurt on spending 800 rupees on a t-shirt, right? You'll buy comfortably, and you will keep buying without even knowing that you've already got 4 t-shirts which are still unused. You've not yet opened it, but just compulsively you're going and buying. Now 3200 rupees for a t-shirt you will not pay, but 800 rupees 4 t-shirts are lying in your house. There's no reason for you to pay. How do you know all this? All this happens only when you track your income and expenditure, right? So can you afford a 17,000 rupee shoe? Yes, of course you can. But look at it this way. When you start making budgets and say, okay, this is my fun budget. My fun budget is 2 lakhs, in which I have to accommodate all my travel, solo travel, and my hobbies. Then you say, okay, I'm going to make 2 trips, 3 trips. I'm going to see lions, tigers, animals, etc. Or I'm going to Himachal Pradesh to enjoy the beauty, whatever. You want to do all that. You also have to accommodate running. You have to do all that. So when you have to budget everything within that 2 lakhs, 17,000 rupees on a shoe looks like an indulgence. Maybe you can't afford it because it is to come out of that budget. So tracking income and expenses, of course, tracking income is very easy for most of us. It's one salary or something like that. So there's no tracking needed to be done. But of course, you have to still check whether the amount is correct, and once in a while at least, because I've known cases where there have been mistakes in salary. There have been times when salary has been credited to the wrong account. So these kind of things. But largely monitoring income makes it's not so difficult, but monitoring expenses only by writing down. So only by tracking expenses, and tracking expenses is the essence of budgeting, right? It also helps you in your prioritizing of goals. You have prioritizing, this is important, this is important, this is crucial, right? So when you start budgeting your expenses, you also start budgeting your investments. You making sure that it is going towards the goals, etc. So it means you will allocate funds. You will allocate funds according to your capacity. You will allocate some to short-term needs. 3 months from now, your child is going to join school. So yeah, obviously you need money for that. So that you will allocate. That's a tactical allocation necessary for achieving that particular goal. And then you will have other money which is being allocated to retirement and maybe buying a house or things like that, which are longer term in nature. It also prevents overspending. This is very funny, because when you start tracking and you start seeing and you say, oh my God, why did I do this? There is some feeling in your head. For example, even if you do a health journal and you write down and you find that every day at 4 o'clock there is you feel a sugar craving or hunger or whatever it is, and you eat junk food because you're sitting in the office, maybe you eat some samosa or batata vada, and that's not the intention. You didn't want to eat that, right? But just because it was 4 o'clock, there was some sugar craving, you saw somebody else eating, whatever reason. So when you write down and you journal it, right? If you journal all your expenses, you will realize where you are wasting money and how money is getting wasted. Once you know where your money is going, that's fine. After that, you need not. But initially, at least, you have to do this, and that helps you in prioritizing your goal. You will really have enough money for your goals. Because what is the point in doing all this exercise if you're not allocating enough money to your goals? It will definitely prevent overspending, because in your mind, you know that, okay, 7,000 per month is what I have to spend on private transport, car, taxi, etc., whatever. So I'm exceeding that, so today let me take a train, right? Oh, I'm exceeding my budget for eating out, so let me eat at home. So it definitely controls your, it brings some discipline into your being, and very importantly, teaches you how to save. I am now convinced that teaching people how to save is more important than teaching people how to invest. If you don't know how to invest, go and put money in an index fund, perfectly all right. But if you don't know how to save, you have to learn it, and there's nobody to teach you, right? Your school is not going to teach you, your college is not going to teach you, it's only your parents who are going to teach you, and that is going to make you angry, right? So that's saying it builds saving discipline. It enables investment opportunities, because you have kept one ultra short bond fund saying opportunity fund. Whenever there is some fantastic opportunity, you'll use it. So that is accumulating money. All this happens only because you learn about budgeting, and you learn that this money can be kept aside, maybe 5,000 a month, maybe 25,000 a month, depending on your capacity, saying if there is some great opportunity, I will use this cash, right? So definitely, by knowing where you're earning from, what you're spending on, etc., you are definitely reducing financial stress. You know what you can afford, what you can't afford. You know what are your priorities. You know that you're prioritizing your retirement, your children's education, etc., etc., and you're doing all this. That definitely reduces stress, right? So that's it. Thank you.